So basically, before I start, just as we had a conversation and, we wanted to understand AI in general. Now,
Yeah.
before we join, since we're just starting off, I think I'll just share my screen. I didn't want to. If there was everybody, I would have just started straight away. But then I just want you to type in the chat box one feeling that you are having right now, not related to the session or anything. Just how
Mhm.
are you feeling right now? Just check that emotion that you're feeling.
Okay. Sure.
Or you could say, because it's just you and me, so you don't have to even type it, I'm
Yeah,
sure.
actually, exactly. So to be honest, Shibi, I'm actually a little excited because I, in general, had become so complacent with work, very, very comfortable in my zone, being in the same place for a very long time. Um, and fortunately, unfortunately, I didn't have a situation where I needed to be shook up, like, do something, move forward. I just became too comfortable. So I think I'm just happy that I took this small step, so to say. um yeah, just to do something new and upgrade, and like because honestly, it's so scary that I've become so comfortable. I mean, just because everything else is so easy. I mean, work from home and everything's taken care of, and I'm getting my paycheck at the end of the month. But yeah, I was never like this. I think I've just evolved to this person. But yeah, I'm just glad that I'm doing this
And I'm glad
purely for that
too.
purpose. So,
Yeah, and I'm glad too that Devi shared and you made an effort to
yeah,
reach out and we could speak and you join.
yeah.
I'm actually very, hi Anupama. We just started because I had given the commitment of 7 o'clock, and I am somebody who always try to keep the time. Munira was here 5 minutes before. I didn't want to waste her time as well. So we just started, and Munira was just explaining what is the feeling that she's having right now. I hope you can see my screen.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want you to tell me. So Monira says she's very excited because she feels she was very complacent and now she's going to try out something new. So that's her feeling. I just want you to tell me, how are you feeling right now? Just
From these expressions, or like,
you don't have to take, I just put it there so that you can get the word right. But
okay.
it's actually up to you of deciding. Like, some people would be feeling overwhelmed, some would be very tired that day. So it's got nothing to do with AI or your session that we're going to take. It's just taking a deep breath and understanding, how am I feeling right now. That's
Okay. Thinking about the current situation, I feel I my feeling is that I'm happy that I could make it for the AI workshop. There were so many things going around, so I thought finally I made it. Yeah, I didn't
Thank
miss
you,
it.
thank you. And just to introduce Anupama to Munira, maybe you could just say your name. Your name, and we already know, just like what you do and where you're from. And Munira can also do the same. Good evening, Vivek. Happy to have you here. And we could just
Hello,
introduce
good evening.
just one sentence of what's her name, what do we do, and where are we from. That's it. And then we'll get into the session. Munira, actually, me, Anupama, and Vivek, we kind of know each other because we
Okay.
attended one outbound training sessions together. So
Okay.
that's a common connect between three of us.
Okay.
Anupama is actually a career coach. And
Oh,
Vivek, would
lovely.
you like to say a line about you?
Hey, I am Vivek. I am basically from Thrissur, but I am located in Chennai and working here as an instrumentation engineer. So I have total 18 years of experience. I studied in Rajagiri Engineering College
We both
together with
studied.
Anupama.
Oh my God,
She
you're
is
a
my
class
1 year
Junior,
senior.
actually.
Oh, is it lovely?
All right,
So many
all right.
connections.
So now I asked actually Munira and Anupama like about how they're feeling. So Munira was feeling quite excited. Anupama said she was actually rushed
Happy.
into the session because there were so many things around. So maybe a little restless also, or maybe a little worked up also. I don't know. Vivek, how are you feeling now? You had holiday today, or were you working?
Yeah, it was holiday, so it was work at home.
Same as Munira. All of you guys are working from home on a holiday as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, good evening, Rashmi. So good to have you here. Can we see you as a person? because we're just 4 people in the room, and if it's possible, we would like you to, enable your camera. And actually, today's session, I was just wondering what to prepare, and I looked through the 3 Google forms that had been filled in, and I just went through it. Hi, Rashmi.
Hi, hi.
All right. So, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name is Rashmi. I'm an electrical engineer working in a training center. Looking forward for a career growth. That's why for here.
One point to add, she is actually a student of Prabha.
Oh yeah, Prabha had mentioned. Prabha was actually supposed to join, but she couldn't because of some
She couldn't.
situation. Yeah, so that's it. So we're just stepping into our sessions today. So I tried to put in together a few things that I think would help all of you. Now, what you do out of this is actually depend on you. I'm just going to throw a few things at you, and as I'm discussing a few things, you will have to find out, will this work for me? How will this work for me? That brainstorming part has to come from all of you. Okay. So when we talk about AI, there are hundreds of AI tools out there, and it's very difficult to find out and pick and choose. So there are a few common AI tools that we actually use, but I still believe that we underutilize them. And all AI tools are actually paid subscriptions. If you want to use it completely, it's also paid subscription, but the free versions also gives us some opportunity to work around with it. Okay. So the one thing that I want to start before I start anything else is that right now, some of you are engineers, some of you are, coaches, trainers, different line of work that you do. So expect AI only to give you time, enhance your creativity, and give you confidence to explore new areas. Okay. It's not going to substitute you. You are still at the very center. You will have to guide it according to how you want to go ahead. All right. So it's like a superpower toolkit. Like you've been given a superpower and you're just going to use it with all your might. And you're going to upskill yourself, and whatever areas of work that you do, you're actually going to utilize that much better when you're actually using an AI. Okay. Now, this is a disclaimer that I want to put on before I actually say anything. This is that don't consider me as an AI expert, because there is a lot that needs to be learned, and I'm in the process of learning. But I'm sharing here what I know. So as I'm sharing, if there is something that you know and it's the area that you work in, you're free to share what you know. Okay. So when you hear the word AI, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? First thing that comes to your mind when you hear people talking about AI and how AI is changing workplaces, schools, and our personal lives? What is that one word that comes to your mind?
First is ChatGPT comes to your mind.
Fine.
True.
Fair enough. Rashmi, what does that word, rings a bell in your head?
This the same thing. ChatGPT, Gemini, Copilot.
Good. So everybody is thinking about the tool part of it. What about Vivek and Munira? The same thing, or you have some other inputs?
I think to me it's more of automation and
Okay.
maybe making lives easier,
Okay,
possibly.
great. I'm very happy to know that none of you are actually scared of the changes that are happening. So it's not a game. I actually want to show you something on your screen. Coming up is a LinkedIn survey. It was called Skills on the Rise, and they took different verticals. The first one that you see on your screen is education, and the skills, 10 skills that they have identified is this. And if you look at the 10th skill, it's AI literacy, right? And if I go to the next one, which is sales, if it is sales, these are the 10 skills that are required. And again, AI literacy is coming at number 6, right? If I take business development, AI literacy is at number 4. If I take engineering, AI literacy is at number 8. If I take arts and design, AI literacy is at number 5. If I say IT, it's again at number 7. If I say consulting, it's again at number 4. HR, 7. Finance, number 2. Marketing, it says number 3. So one thing that's common in all of these elements, irrespective of who you are and what you do, is that the knowledge of AI gives you an upper hand, right? And as professionals, as individuals, it's important for us to understand that how things are changing in the area that we are working with. So when we talk about AI, I often have this feeling of overwhelming thing when I'm actually sitting down and exploring tools and I don't know where to start and how to start. But when I'm using AI, this is something that I actually want. I'm skipping a few things because I don't want it to be theory. So when you are going to explore AI tools, there are 5 things that you keep in mind. Okay. One is you define your purpose and your exact need. More than any exploring any tool, it would be your purpose that will decide which tool you're going to use. Like many of you said, you have ChatGPT, you have Gemini, you have Claude, you have Perplexity and things like that. But there are times when you need to use ChatGPT, there are times when you use Perplexity, there are times when you use Claude and so on, right? So define your purpose. Second is, maybe today we will get time to explore 5 or 6 tools. Don't just go and start with all the 5 and 6. Just pick one tool, whichever is the most effective one for you, and then start working on it and see if it works for you. It achieves your purpose. If not, drop it. If yes, keep it and then go to the next tool. Okay. And the third thing is, all AI tools are actually paid versions, except for that they give you some credits to work with them. So it's always a better idea to explore some AI tools and then see if that is adding a lot of value to you. In that case, maybe you can go for a subscribed version. Otherwise, we try to find a way out by using multiple tools for multiple purposes. Okay. And it's also very important to check the real world reviews of the AI tools rather than jumping on to use different AI tools that comes onto your, feeds or your messages apps and things like that. And the key idea here is to experiment, evaluate, and drop the clutter. Things that don't work, we don't use. Things that work, we keep it, right? Now, everybody said that you are actually using ChatGPT. So I want to know how many of you have actually personalized ChatGPT. How many of you have actually personalized the ChatGPT? Anyone who has personalized your ChatGPT, you could unmute and speak. We are just 5 people, okay? So you don't have to even bother to type in anything. Just unmute and speak. Anybody who has actually personalized the ChatGPT?
Personally means we give our details that these are the things that we do and all. Is that the one, or like creating?
This is what I mean. Like personalize. If you see on my screen, on the bottom left, when I click on my name, the second option that comes is personalization, right? So how many of you have actually clicked on this personalization and has told ChatGPT on what to call you, what is the kind of work that you do, and what kind of output should it give you? Like for me, whenever I am generating a content, I don't want it to use a typical machine level language, right? When you read some posts, when you read some contents, you know it's coming from the AI because you know the kind of languages it uses. It's not a very human kind of conversation, right? So have you done this part? If you have not done this part, Anupam, you've done this? Have you personalized ChatGPT?
I've done it, but not in this way. Like I've given my details and all, but I haven't given instructions like what is the output that needs to be generated and all that.
So
But
one thing that you can do, one thing that all of you can do is, since you guys are using Copilot or Claude or Gemini or ChatGPT, whichever platform it is, you will have to personalize it. That is, you have to tell the machine that this is my profile, this is what I do, and this is the kind of outputs I need, and this is the language or the tone that you need to mention. And this also you can generate with the help of any of these models. Okay, you can tell it to develop this for you, generate these instructions for you, and this you can save it in your personalization section. Is that clear? Like, to get it personalized also, you can take the help of the ChatGPT. Please understand something. There are certain things that you need to give inputs, and the way you give input, that is how you will be getting the output. And do you know that now ChatGPT has a version which is called Go, that comes with a subscription of 399 rupees. Right now we're using a free version, but there is a version of ChatGPT that is available for 399. I've used it for a month, but I didn't see much of a difference because it does not actually still allow us to create custom agents, which is very important. Custom GPTs or custom agents, it does not allow. So it's okay that we use the free version. And then
but there is one problem in this one, that once we do this ChatGPT Go, we can do n number of things like in ChatGPT, but otherwise there is a time frame that is coming, right?
Yes. That's what I said. See, Anupama, if you're somebody who's very invested in this, who can invest this kind of money, 20,000 rupees, 2,100, 2,000 rupees or whatever, then you probably go for this. I've been using all these models, but I have not subscribed to the paid version of it. I just used the Go version for 1 month, and then I realized it's not working that well for me. So I discontinued the subscription. So that's one thing that I just wanted to introduce to you guys. And then, yeah, so, sorry. 1 second. Just give me a minute. So this is, and that was one thing that I wanted to talk about. Another thing is that the most important thing in any large language model is called as prompting, right? So what is that method that you use to generate a prompt? Any inputs on that? How do you go about generating prompts in ChatGPT or any other language model that you're using? Guys, this was a question.
What you?
Sorry?
Yeah. What this is where we started. Identify your exact needs. So what you need as an output and how you define your output. That is how I used to give as a prompt.
Yeah. So now a whole new industry is developing, which is called prompt engineering. It's nothing by how you get machine do the task to the best of its ability, right? I can write one word, I can write one sentence, I can write a page. That is the same prompt, right? So very important is just to learn how to create prompts. And I will show you something. Like, for example, I have just written 3 simple prompts on the screen, right? One is create a 3-slide presentation on emotional intelligence for corporate leaders, administrators, and things like that. Then another is generate key talking points on that. And the third one is draft a case study. 3 different simple prompts, right? But when I say this is a very vague prompt, it's not very specific. It's just very generalized. So the output that I get also will be quite general to me. It's a reminder to the 4 of you that if there is anything that you need to talk or ask, please unmute and ask. Don't wait for me to finish, because I am under the understanding that we are dealing with adults and they would raise questions as and when it is required. Okay, so if I have to write a prompt which is appropriate and which gives me a proper output, I have to be specific. I have to give the context. I have to set the format. And if possible, I have to add some examples of what is that I want. Okay. So that is why we say that when you're writing a prompt, follow this rule of CFA. Now, what is CFA? Who are you writing this prompt, or what is that you're writing this prompt? What is the purpose of the prompt? And format is that in what format do you want the output? You want a presentation, you want a content for a slide, you want a summary, you want a report, you want something in PDF, you want just a listed thing. What is the format that you want? You have to specify it to the any large language model. When I say large language model, it could be ChatGPT, Claude, Perplexity, Gemini, Copilot, anything. Okay, any of these. And action. What should it do exactly? So you need to say that. For example, can any of you give me an option of, like, I want to generate a prompt for you and I want to show you there is something called in ChatGPT. If you go to the left-hand side, there is an option called Explore. You click on that and you write here, Meta Prompting GPT. Okay. Since we only have an hour's time, so I don't think you will get much time to try it along with me. So when I write Meta Prompting GPT, there will be this one that will come up on my screen that was developed by somebody, and that is purely for refining your prompts. You will be using this one to refine your prompts. Now, I want any one of you to give me a scenario where you want to generate a prompt. You want to do something. So just give me anything that you want to generate as a prompt. Anyone? It's just to demonstrate how does this meta prompting GPT brainer works. Guys, you can't take so much of time to think. Anything that's randomly coming into your mind, put it out.
Yeah, I want to create an Excel sheet for my spending.
Create an Excel sheet
Spending
for
analysis and spending planning.
For your spending
Expense,
plan.
correct.
Whatever
Expense.
you are saying, I'm writing that, okay?
Yeah.
All right, so this is one simple line that I've written. Okay, I have not added any details to it, and I would just say go ahead. Now, this meta prompting GPT brainer, it has been trained in such a way that before it gives you the final prompt or even the final output, it gives you some questions so that you can add more information to it. For example, right now it has asked you, what is the goal for the spending plan? Is it a monthly budgeting, debt tracking, saving planning? What is it? What is it category? What all category do you want to have? And should it automatically calculate total differences? Would like to format it for Excel specifically, or just provide the structure? And do you want it for personal, business, household? So can you give me a quick heads on what do I want to take from this? Monthly budgeting?
Yes, monthly budgeting.
Okay, I'll take monthly budgeting. And what categories do you want? Or should it be a simple list of expenses?
Correct. Simple list we'll add now, then we will refine.
Okay, so we will just take simple list of, I'm just gonna copy paste this, and should it automatically calculate?
Yes.
So
budget versus actual.
Yes to 3. All right, because I am very lazy to type in everything. And what format do you want? You want it as a downloadable Excel?
Yes, that is.
Yes to 4. Okay, that is when I write yes to 4, it may not be that downloadable Excel, right?
Yes, 4. Okay, downloadable.
Yeah, downloadable Excel. And what is the? Do you want it for personal, business, household? Personal?
Household.
Household. Okay. So I want it for household. So let's see what it does. Okay. So I give one line as a prompt. Now I give these inputs. Now it's going to give me an iteration or a simple. Now it's again going to ask me, what else do you want? Do you want to preset categories like this? Yes, Vivek?
Yes.
Okay. What about, would you like to include charts for showing spending category and all?
Yes, pie chart is fine.
Yes. To buy. All right. And what currency should use? INR, right?
Yes.
All right. Let's go with that. All right. So why am I showing you this? I want to show you, we started with one line, and then it's just going to give me. Now, before I finalize my plan, it's just going to show me something on my screen. And if I'm okay with it, I can simply write yes, generate Excel, or I can write done. And it will generate the Excel sheet for me. Okay. So when I write done or generate Excel, so it will generate an Excel sheet with that monthly expenditure. So even though I started with one line of prompt, it kept prompting me, and it gave me a situation where I added more inputs. So that is where our role comes in, right? We give it more inputs so that we get a better output. So this is meta prompting GPT brainer. I think I will put it in the, so if you look at it, this is that one line of prompt has now been revised as, look at the prompt. This is the prompt. Okay. All of this is the prompt. That one line has now been converted to this long. And now if I can further, if I want to further do it, I can say, give it more input, or simply say done. And either it can generate my Excel sheet here itself, or I can copy this whole prompt and take it to my new chat and generate there also. Both is possible. So that was meta prompting GPT for you. Though you see, we all say we use ChatGPT, we use ChatGPT, we use Claude, we use Gemini, but how much do we use it and how depth do we use it? I generate the content for my workshop. Okay, this is for Anupama and everybody who wants to try out creating content using AI. I try to generate, so it has given me a final prompt. Now I say done, it will create my Excel sheet for me. So I just wanted to show you that this is possible. And there is also something called a prompt hacker.co. I will just open a new tab and I will just show you that. Okay. Prompt hacker.co. So this gives us some ready-made prompts so we can just know. Sometimes it's also important to, did I write? I am a dyslexic, okay? So sometimes I write wrong spellings and I end up hackers.com. So this is actually a place where you can actually go and see the different kinds of prompts that are there. Okay, product management, you could see the different prompts that are there. And then you can explore what, if you're trying to learn prompting, you could go here also, or you can try ChatGPT's meta prompting GPT brainer to refine your prompts and get what you want. Is that clear? Can I go to the next option? All right. Now there is something in, this, again, ChatGPT on the left-hand side. You go to explore GPT and you write mission GPT. Like Munira is a financial consultant. Or you work in the finance area. Rashmi is an engineer. Vivek is an engineer. Anupama is a coach, right? So we have one problem that we deal with, right? There is one area that we deal with. So you can actually customize this ChatGPT to work in that specific area. And the GPT that helps you in doing that is called Mission GPT. Do you understand how did I come to this point? Is that clear? I go to my left-hand side. I clicked on this Explore. I write Mission GPT. So it comes here. I click on this Mission GPT. And I reach the screen where it says Start Chat. And I say Start Chat. Okay. And I have to now train this GPT to understand what is my requirement. What is that I want to create? For example, if I am an AI educator, I would like it to help me generate everything related to my session or my area of work. So I can actually answer these questions and train my custom GPT or mission GPT for specifically for my task. Okay, so Rashmi, what would be one area that you would like to train this mission GPT on?
But I don't get this point. Already we discussed the meta prompt
Meta
GPT.
prompting GPT brainer is for refining your prompts. Okay?
That I understood.
And mission
What is
GPT, mission GPT is like, for example, what is your area of work? What is that you do?
I'm a corporate trainer.
You're a corporate trainer. So you have different topics that you deal with, right? So I can actually train this mission GPT to help me with my corporate trainings. It will be only dealing, it's not going to work like a general chat GPT. It's going to only work with my goal or my purpose, right? I wrote corporate trainings. So it said, what is my second question? So I'm actually training this GPT to understand the kind of work that I do and help me generate whatever I require in that area using this. So this is again created and developed by somebody. So you can actually, go through this and try to train it for yourself and see how it works. Is that clear, Rashmi, the difference between meta prompting GPT brainer and mission GPT?
Somewhat. Maybe I have to try.
Yeah. Meta prompting is only for refining your prompts. Only for refining your prompts, okay? Whereas this one is like a custom GPT. You're customizing this chat GPT to work only on corporate training areas.
Okay.
By answering a few set of questions. Sorry?
Specific area we have to concentrate on this one.
Yeah, and you are going to train it for it first. You will take some time to train your custom GPT in that area, and then you will use it.
Okay. Yeah, understand.
Okay. So now the next one was that many of you said that, I just want you to tell me if my screen is visible. I've shifted to Explorer. Can you see that?
Yeah.
All right. So now many of you said that you're using Claude, right? Do you use anyone who's using Claude?
I have used it, but not very frequently.
No, it's okay. So this is Claude. So when do I use ChatGPT and when do I shift to Claude or Gemini or Perplexity? That's an important question that we must keep in mind. ChatGPT hallucinates a lot. You cannot depend on its output. So if there is something that is related to finance, research, something fact-based, you cannot use ChatGPT for your content creation. You will have to go to either Claude, Gemini, or Perplexity. Okay? When does ChatGPT works better? When you are actually having a brainstorming session, when you're developing content, right? Which does not have to be verified, a general topic content, right? But suppose if I have to give an authentic source, I don't want my this LLMs to hallucinate it. I need facts and figures, then I will not use ChatGPT. Okay, that's one thing very important. And if I would like to show you, now I use Claude for generating small dashboards. Now this Claude is the free version, it's limited. It allows you only 3 attempts. For 24 hours, for number of hours, it allows you only 3 attempts, okay? So I actually had a training with the Navy Children's School, Goa, and the participants gave me their feedback. And I tried to create a, a dashboard based on that. Okay, let me just so this was the dashboard created by, like, I had copy pasted their entire Google Forms, whatever feedback they gave. I copy pasted it into Claude and I asked it to generate a visual representation of this in a downloadable format. Okay, this was a prompt that I gave. The other than the Google Forms content, I just wrote demonstrate a strong I just wrote, can you represent all these feedback visually? So this is on my right hand side is the feedback visualization that you see. Okay, so I can actually download these things. Now if I go and if I check out something else that I have tried, this was actually, I wanted to create something for the OBT 2.0. I wanted to create a directory for us, but I didn't get time to sit with it and give it more input. I wanted to actually save all our numbers and all our information in a directory. I tried doing this, but then I did not give it more time. So it's not fully functional. So dashboards like this can be prepared in Claude. More importantly, all your research kind of topic, it's more reliable than ChatGPT when it comes to concrete information. It pulls out the resources from where you can get this information also. So that is where you will use Claude. Otherwise, you can use whatever task that you're working with ChatGPT. Everything can be done in Claude also. But the only thing is it gives you only 3 attempts. After 3 attempts, it blocks it. And then again, it renews it on the next day or after 6 hours or something like that. So that is Claude for you. So I want you to try out different kinds of things that you can work out with Claude and then see which one works better for you and when, right? And then again, if I jump to, say, Gemini, I actually created this for us. I'll show you this in a while. I want you to explore in Gemini. I know how many of you tried Nano Banana with all the image editing and things like that? Nobody? Oh my God. All right, I created something in Nano Banana, guys. We are left behind. Okay, we must create a few things and say that, okay, we have tried it out and we know how it works. So this was actually a visual created by Nano Banana. I was inspired by the movie Tudarum. And there was a scene where it shows a forest and the elephant sleeping, in the middle of the forest, a family of elephants sleeping in the forest. So what I did was, first I created a forest like this. And then the next I tried putting a prompt saying that I want to show a bunch of elephant or herd of elephants sleeping inside in the middle of the forest. Okay. So Nano Banana, if you have not tried, then you must definitely try, but don't give your pictures. That's not advisable because AI is something that takes information that you don't even share. It takes your personal information also that you don't share. So like your personal features, if there are any particular identification marks, everything can be taken if you share your personal pictures. So I wouldn't suggest you go with your personal pictures, but then you can try out different things. But before I go to Nano Banana, okay, so when I go to the new chat, the first thing Gemini asked me is to try out things in Nano Banana. That is what it shows here. Okay, so you can try out different kind of if you want a headshot picture. Vivek would not be quite happy to hear this. Gemini actually helps us to create but Vivek does a much better job. He's a professional photograph, by the way, Munira and Rashmi. But Gemini also helps us in a quick fix manner to generate a headshot of us, but it looks kind of a little bit of, I actually tried out because I'm an educator and I have to, just let me know if you can see my screen. Do you see the download section?
Yeah.
There is a Nano Banana image that I generated. I don't know if I can. Yeah, this was.
But I always felt it like very AI generated only. Like even I tried it, but was
This
not.
is an AI generated image. Okay, but most of it looks like me. But when I look at it, I know that I'm not that, right? So you do definitely understand when it is an AI generated image. You do come to know about it. But for occasion like this, I wanted to actually create a small animation video using a Tom and Jerry picture. So I wanted to quickly create a Tom and Jerry picture. So I did that in Gemini. I wanted to show you one tool that works for it. It's called OpenArt AI. Okay, and I tried creating a small animation video. This one, it does not have a picture, it does not have a sound. So I added sound in another one. So this Open Art AI is actually a place where you can convert your images. I'm jumping from one place to another. If you are not able to make sense, please speak. Okay. So I wanted to show you that in Gemini, I created these two pictures and I wanted to create an animation from these two pictures. So what I did, I took it to a site called openart.ai and I loaded my picture into it and I took it to a place where it was written as video and I gave it as a start frame. I gave one of the picture and in the end frame, I gave my second picture and I give it a prompt. Okay. And where did I get this prompt from? I generated it using a Gemini where I said that in the chase one, what does it needs to do? And in the image 2, what does it need to do? I copied this prompt into this particular area and I asked it to create an image. And the final image that it created was, give me a minute. Okay. So this one probably you will be able to listen to the audio. Just let me know if you're able to hear the sound. No, not this. Not sorry. Yeah, this one. So just a 5-second clip that I generated using an AI where I had just given 2 pictures and a prompt and it animated it. Now you will have to think from your perspective, like what kind of videos do you want to generate? What kind of images should be there? Which platform can help you create images? So for generating images like this, I would suggest Gemini. It creates beautiful pictures, real different kinds of pictures it can generate for you. And you can use that, and you can also use Gemini for generating the prompt. You don't have to jump to ChatGPT for generating the prompt. I only wrote, see, one line I wrote, give me a good prompt to create a video out of this. That's it. And it gave me a prompt. This is this long. And I just copied it into that particular openart.ai and generated that video. And then I went to another place. I think it was descript.ai, where I added the audio part of it. Okay. So in Gemini, what you to explore is called explore gems. In Claude, I said there is this custom GPT, mission GPT, that you're training for your purpose. Remember, everybody is with me?
Yeah.
So similarly, in Gemini, you have something called gems that you can actually train, that you can create. For example, there are grammar. These are all gems that I tried creating. Okay. By default, there are gems like these. For example, there is a gem like storybook. I think there's already something that I've created. Okay. What story would you like to create today? Tell me any story that you like to create, or can I just use some of this?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just giving a prompt that using an anime art style, because children are very crazy about anime images and anime videos and anime series. So I'm just trying to create something in that style, a storybook for my brother, and it will create. I have not given any other details. So let's see what is the output that we are going to get. So we can try creating a storybook like this for us. If we are dealing with, say, Anupama, if you're dealing with, say, students and you're doing career guidance, so you can have some visual, compelling story generated using Google Gems, and then you can share it with them with audio also. It generates it with audio also, like in terms of you can have it, read it out to the children. Okay, or you can illustrate it. So it takes a little bit of time depending upon your network speed, but it will come in. So in Claude, I want you to try the artifacts, that is the dashboards. In ChatGPT, I want you to try out the the meta prompting thing, which refines your prompts, and also try to get a specific area where you can actually work in Mission GPT. Okay, so it's just created a book, and it's called Ankito and the Fox Mountain. All right, and the cover page and the entire storybook would be visible on my right hand side. By now, it's just created, I think, 10 slides. So if you look at this, this is the cover page. And this is a story. Okay. So it would generate images, it would generate content, and you can use it. And you can even make it audible for people who are
But adult life wasn't just about food. It was about laundry. Akito stared at the basket where the colors and the whites had become one very large, slightly. College was a tidal wave of information.
So in your respective areas, how can you use a storybook? Stories are beautiful ways to convey anything to anyone, irrespective of the age group, right? So
social media contents, when we are creating, like instead of doing our videos, we can use it like that as well, right?
Yes. And it allows you not only to print, you could actually take it and you could share it and everything using in the gems you can do. Okay.
Is this a free version?
Yes, this is a free version. You can actually use it in the free version of Gemini. Most of the things, and unlike Claude and ChatGPT, what I've realized is I can work with n number of pictures, n number of prompts, n number of things in Gemini. Gemini gives me more chances. The paid version has much more options, but in this free version also, I can try out a lot of things in Gemini. So I would suggest if you could explore the Gemini part of it. Okay. Now there is a tool that I wanted. Any questions?
Claude, actually, when I used it, I felt more reliable on it. But
Yes.
Than ChatGPT, it already stores our information, so it reacts to what we like and all. Claude will
that is because most of the time we are actually working with ChatGPT, right? So ChatGPT actually quite understands us. Now, if you don't want to That is one issue that I also face. I quite often use ChatGPT. So I have this habit to go, now I'll have to go and explain everything to Claude or
Everything to
Gemini
Claude,
or
actually, yeah.
Perplexity. It's going to take time. But in situations where I want my output to be 100% verified, I want it to be authentic. I don't want it to be an output of hallucination. I must go to Claude, Perplexity, or Gemini. I cannot generate that content in ChatGPT. ChatGPT is a beautiful place where you can generate your workshop content, for report writing, for drafts or things like that, which involves a lot of text. But anything that you want to verify from the authentic source, then you must change to the other LLMs. Now, this one, which is called ChatGPT free.ai, actually gives me an option. I haven't used this much. I explored this while I was trying to prepare a session for you guys. It actually gives me all these LLMs at one place. Okay, at one place. And I can try out what is the difference between the different versions of what output differs in the different version in one window. That's the only benefit I see here. Instead of, switching tabs, you could just go and check out this.
Same prompt with different platforms, tools.
Yes.
Same prompt we can give.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. And also, when I was, showing you my presentation, at least some of you may have worked on this. It is called Gamma. And I say this is a lifesaver for anybody who has to work with creating presentations. Okay. Whatever presentation that you work, the free version gives you actually 600 credits to work with. But you would see I have a little bit higher because what I do is I actually try to, share the link of my Gamma. I refer a friend and then I copy right now I'm doing that. So in case if you use this link, then I will get a credit of 200 points and you will get a credit of around 600 points to work with Gamma. Okay. So that is the benefit of using Gamma. 1 second. Yeah, I was not able to find out the chat window. Let me know if you have received the Gamma link. But you could actually go ahead and sign up with your mail ID also. So when I talk about the mail ID, please make sure you have a different mail ID that you would be using. Have you got it in my, have you got the link in the chat box or have I pasted it somewhere else?
No,
No,
I
Pasted it
can't.
somewhere
Now
else.
it come. Now it's come.
Okay. Yeah.
I
So what does Gamma do? Gamma not only helps us to create a presentation, but this is what Gamma does. Okay. Now I can, if I have a context, I have a text that is with me and I want to create something out of that text, I can use this option. Okay. And I can create a presentation. I can create a web page. I can create a document. I can create social media content for me based on this from Gamma. So that is one option that I can do. Or if I just want to give a prompt and generate a presentation using just that prompt, I can use this generate, which we will come back to. Or again, I said you have a PDF based on which you want to generate a presentation. You can actually create this import file or URL. Okay, so right now I'm just going to show you the simplest way of generating a presentation. By default, it gives you 10 cards, but you can add as many cards as you want when you're generating content. Yeah, can I have a topic in which you would like, yeah, maybe Munira, you can give me a topic in which you would like to create a presentation for a client or maybe something.
Okay, it's just off my head. You can maybe just create a presentation for cheap international places to travel to, safe places.
Chief International, is
Cheap,
this cheap?
cheap.
Oh, that's what
Yeah.
I said. What was it? Chief International, please. Okay, Chief
Cheap.
International.
Safe places to travel to.
Safe places to travel to. Vivek, you are disappearing once in a while. So, are you able to follow? Is there
Yeah, I
something
am able
else?
to follow. Yes.
Okay. So I'm just writing one line and I'm just saying generate outline. Okay. So let's see what it does. So by default, it will generate 10 slides content for me, along with, why I should be going with it. Now, I have an option of going and changing everything from the slides that I will show you. So what kind of content do I want? Do I want a minimal content, a concise one? I want a detailed presentation on this. So maybe I am just going with a detailed presentation on it, okay? And then I will have to also select a theme. Which one would you guys prefer right now? There are 6 themes on your screen. You can later change it, but just give me one theme. Which one?
Second, yeah.
The second one, this one, green one?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go with this. And I'm saying that, okay, pick the images from AI. I don't want to bring images, but I can do that. And I say generate. So when I say generate, for each presentation, Gamma will take 40 credits from me. Okay? You get 600 credits free when you join, but it will take 40 credits from you for each presentation. If you're generating AI generated images on your own, again differently, again it will take a few credits from you. But the best thing is, let more people know about Gamma, share your referral link with them, let them use it. You get 200, they get 600. So it's a collaborative way of working together. Okay. So this is the presentation that it has created for me. It's creating for me. Okay. Let's see how it comes, and let's see what Munira has to say about the presentation that Gamma has generated. $2,400, $2,800 per day. That looks quite tempting.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. Please, again, a caution. Anything that AI generates, you have to verify.
Yeah.
Okay. Please don't depend on AI for everything and anything. You will have to verify the content that it gets you. But your life become easier because you're not breaking your head on how to start. Once it gives you a structure, then I don't want this, I want it like this, I want it like that, I want to edit this, I want to add a new slide, I want to bring a new video. All that is your choice. Okay, so you can do everything once you have a skeleton, once you have a structure. And in the tip of the finger, I've just generated a presentation of the topic that Munira has asked us to do, right? Now it's very easy for me to either present it like this, or I can download it. I can edit it. I'll show you everything. It's just creating. Let's see. Yeah. So I think this is the final slide that's coming. So yes, Munira, you're ready to explore the world?
Absolutely. Anytime.
It looks actually very tempting. So I might even look into this later and see whether it is giving me facts and figures.
Actually.
So this is a one simple presentation that was generated in one line of presentation. Now, I want to add a slide in between these two. So you see this plus sign. If I click on this, it will add a new slide to it. Okay. Now I have an option of generating this card with AI. Again, it will take a few credits, but it will generate it for me. Okay. When I click on this, I will have to give the prompt. And once I say go, it will create a prompt based on that. Or I can just copy paste something from somewhere. I can take what kind of slide I want. Okay. And somewhere maybe I can go and I say that I don't want, I have this particular title I want to change. So I can go and edit this change. So I can do whatever I wish to. I'm just deleting this right now. It shouldn't be deleted. But if you want to edit, the whole idea is you can edit this presentation completely. Add as many slides as you want. This one is for add a card with AI. If you want to generate a card with AI, you can do that. Okay. You can again generate a website using Gamma. You can generate a social media content using Gamma. You can generate documents using Gamma. So it's not only for presentation, but if you want to create documents for your training, for your meetings, for any purpose, you can actually use Gamma for it. How many of you use Canva here? Okay.
I have used Canva for
Vivek and Anupama.
making
And
some
Rashmi,
flyers.
Sorry, Vivek?
Making some flyers or posters.
Yeah. And what about Anupama has also used? What about Rashmi? Did you say you've used it?
Yes.
Munira, Canva actually looks like this.
So I have one question, Shibina. Again, I have only really done things on Copilot, not
Okay.
extensively also. So how does that tool stand against all these that you've discussed right now?
I am particularly not in love with Copilot because I do not
Okay.
work much with Microsoft products. But for people who
Okay.
work with Microsoft products like Excel, PowerPoint, Word, and things like that, and some organizations also have Copilot installed in your system. So, and I think the other LLMs are blocked for you. Yes. Uh, are we connected?
It's blocked. Yeah. They don't let us access anything else.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Hello?
Copilot also works,
Can you
but
hear me?
yeah,
Yeah.
I can hear you. I can hear you. But Copilot also, but you will have to decide, will this thing be get done better with Copilot or Claude or Perplexity or Gemini? But if you're working with Excel and things like that, I think Copilot is more adaptable and it gives you more option to work with it. Again,
Okay.
here also you can get it, but the paid and premium
Okay.
version gives you data analysis. Like your field involves a lot of analysis and
Okay.
formulas and things like that. So here in this, you will have to
Yeah.
pay for it. I wanted to just show you the interface of Canva. It's a beautiful tool.
Okay.
Sometimes later you can explore it. You can create again anything here. You can create like Excel sheets, you can create documents, you can create presentations, like how Vivek said,
Okay.
flyers, videos, social media content, and things like that. You can create. Anupama, there's a question.
Yeah. Today I tried to create a LinkedIn banner
Ah,
for my HR. Like I was writing a resume and also LinkedIn profile for one of my clients.
okay.
He's a HR professional, so I asked to create. But previously it was a lot less confusing. Right
Okay.
now, because of this prompt, I was not able to get the right one. So then I finally got something downloaded from Google and gave him.
Okay,
LinkedIn
but
banner for a
yeah.
HR professional.
So you can write LinkedIn banner for HR professional, but you will have to edit it. Okay,
Yeah,
it will
it
give
came
you.
in, but I didn't want any of the name or anything because it was already been given, but it was just giving me only that,
So do you
most of
see
that.
on my screen?
Yeah, yeah, most of it.
So this is what you will get as LinkedIn banner if you type it in
But
Canva.
I didn't get this much actually. I just got few only. I don't know. Even
Ah,
mine is paid only, but I don't know.
okay.
Um,
Mine is an
hmm.
educator's account, but the paid version should also give you. So you could just try, try once again and see how it works. Like, see, it once you click on the category, all the the type of what is that you
Oh,
want.
maybe the style. This is under category. Okay, I
Yeah, it
didn't
is
give
under
that.
category and the style. You want professional, modern, corporate,
Okay,
simple,
okay.
how you want
That
it.
may be the reason.
So you could just select. But in the previous scenario, I had not selected anything. Okay. I had just given this one and I hit enter and this is what I got. So you could try that also. That's not a problem. All right. So how many of you struggle creating visuals for your presentation? Other than Gamma, if you want to create visuals for your presentation, how many of you, struggle with it? This AI tool is a lifesaver when it comes to visuals, creating visuals. Okay. And I would again like,
Want to ask for the previous one, which is for the Gamma.ai. Uh, for that one, when we create the slides,
uh,
the Gamma that
uh, one second. Give me a minute. I'm not able to hear you, Rashmi.
logo
Uh, I think there is a
is it
problem.
audible now?
I think there's a problem with my.
Yeah, I can
Hello.
hear it.
No, no.
Shibi is unable to hear it.
Yeah, yeah. I am not able to hear you. One second. Give me a minute. I think I will ask. Yeah. Uh, what was it you said, Rashmi, in the for the gamma thing? What was it you said?
Yeah, when we create this presentation with Gamma.ai, the slides will be having that watermark.
Yes, it will,
Is
because
there
you
any
will
way
not.
to remove it?
Yes, you can actually download it into presentation. When you say export, it gives you option to export to PowerPoint. It gives you export to Google Slide. Or so when you export it to PowerPoint, it downloads it into the PowerPoint. Then you have to go to the slide master, and then you have to delete each, watermark.
Oh,
Because
okay, that's the
it's the
one.
free version. For me, I
Okay,
don't
okay.
mind the watermark coming because I want people to know that I'm using Gamma so that they can also try out Gamma and use it. But for some, like when we go for corporate trainings and all, we may not need that watermark there. So the best thing would be to download it into, instead of downloading it into PDF, download it into PowerPoint, take out the watermarks and then save it. That way it works.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Okay,
So,
thank you.
okay, it's 8 o'clock, but I have a few more things. Okay. So can I just go ahead?
Sure, sure.
Anybody who's hungry can grab something in it. I don't mind. So yeah,
Okay.
all right. I had some problem with screen sharing. That was yeah. I was talking about napkin AI. Do you see my screen?
Yep.
Coming up.
But I don't see anything on my screen. It's a white screen. Do you see a white screen?
Yeah, it's a white screen.
Okay. I think I will close a few things. I closed my Notion. Meanwhile, you can try out Napkin AI in your system and see if you're getting. Anybody who got Napkin AI? I'm actually not able to get it on my screen. Okay, so I think now it's come up on your screen.
Yes.
So when you come to the top right hand side, you see this get napkin free. So you click on that, it'll ask you to sign in using your ID,
Yes.
email ID. I have already signed into Napkin AI, so it'll automatically take me into it. Remember, whenever you are exploring AI tools, create a new mail ID, explore your AI tools using that. Okay. So now I see this on my screen and I have an option on the left hand side top called plus new napkin. All right. So I have draft with AI, I have import from file, I have blank napkin. I will show you something that I already have so that you get an idea of what it is. And I'll show you how it works. I actually created this entire document using napkin only. I didn't go anywhere else. So if I look into this and I want to create, say, images based on this. Okay. So for each paragraph, if you look into this, on the left hand side, you see this thunder sign. Yes, can you see this blue thunder sign? When I
Yes.
click on it, that is when magic starts happening and it generates some images based on the paragraph that I have. So when will Napkin AI be useful for me? When I am trying to get some visuals for my presentations. I don't want to go to AI, but I want to be here. So see, you see this? So these are different ways in which it's giving me a visual. So maybe I'm just going to go with this. I like this. So I'm just going to click on this. When I click on that, it comes to a place where it is inserted. Okay. Now this image is completely editable. You can change whatever you wish in the this part. You can edit it. Also, if you look into this on this image side, if I realize that no, I want another format of my image, so I can actually select from this as well. So as I'm moving, you will see the image is changing in style, right? So even after selecting this, I can change it and I can also put a background color to it if I wish. Okay, I want to keep it as white only. and I can download this image in these formats. I can download it as an image, I can download it as a PDF, I can download it as a PPT. Okay, so all this is possible by using Napkin AI, and then I can insert that into my presentation or wherever I wish to. A quick question for Napkin AI. Any questions for Napkin AI? Like, for example, if I say draft AI, then can you give me a topic on which I should be creating some visuals? Munira, you are on mute.
Sorry. How does an eclipse occur?
Sorry?
How does an eclipse
Okay.
occur?
How does... if you're giving more professional topic, you will get those kind of images also. So in that one line, it generates a lot of content for me. And I can just go back to, okay, so it's given me this much. I'm just going to go to, I'm just going to go with this, and I want to create a image based on these. All right, the paragraph that I have selected, I want to create a image based on this. So you see, these are the different kinds of images that it is giving me. I can actually go ahead and, one second. Okay, so what kind of image do I want to take is my choice. So it's giving me different kinds of images. I can select from here. I can, make some changes to this. Again, I said you can type, edit, and everything. So this is the way you can generate images. So I think I had generated one thing for growth mindset for teachers. Okay, so some of the visuals that it gave me, because it looks beautiful, I wanted to see that, some of the images are very beautiful. So you can actually create images based on what is the purpose that you want to generate images from. So Napkin AI is probably a platform that not only just you generates images, but it gives you different ways in which you can utilize this platform. So you can explore Napkin AI also further. What are some of the use cases of Napkin AI? You can check out in Claude or Gemini and see how you can navigate your way through it. Now you can generate a new Napkin AI using a file that you have. You want to create visuals based on a file that you have. You can upload a file in the format of doc or PDF or PPT or even an HTML file, and then generate a visual based on that particular file. Rashmi, you look very stressed out and very tensed. Are you trying to get everything? Is that the reason that face is so
No, sorry, I just came back from office. Just I didn't
tired?
change.
Very tired. Okay, so please, if you want to take a break and have water or anything, please feel free to do
No,
so.
it's okay.
All right. So that is Napkin AI for you. And there were a couple of other tools. How many of you have explored one tool that I found very useful? Some of you had asked me for text to video, those kind of things, right? Who had asked me for text to video? I don't remember. Have you used Notebook, Ellen? Anyone who has used Notebook, Ellen? Okay. For generating images and videos, Leonardo AI is actually one site which you can go, and you will see, you every day you get 150 credits day wise. And if you look at this, you see some beautiful images. And if you go there, you will see the prompt written for those. You can try out, creating your own images by, playing with these prompts. The site is leonardo.ai, and you can try out these, these beautiful images. You can try out whether you want to create an image, whether you want to create a video. So these were some of the images that I had generated. I think I think I generated it way back in July and all. All right. Based on something, my prompt, it generated images like this for me. So I can use these images to generate videos for it. All right. So Leonardo is one site that gives you 150 credit. Every other platform that I have seen actually charges us. It does not allow us to create videos. It does not allow us to create text to video option. You'll have to pay for it. The premium version only provides you to create it. But Leonardo does that for 150 credit. Another site that you can actually use for your creating of your images is called Flicky. Okay, you can again turn your text into videos with AI voices. So again, this comes free, and you can try out these. See, I am throwing tools at you. Now you should remember the first golden rule that I mentioned in the beginning of the session. What was that?
You customize according to our needs.
You customize according to your needs. One thing. What was the most important thing? You chuck everything that does not work for you. You keep only things that work for you, and you start with one tool. Okay? You don't go all out and try exploring everything in one day. What is your primary goal? What is the first thing that you want to get achieved using AI? That is what you need to start with. And in order to achieve that tool, what other tool will help you? Add that tool to it. So add AI tools to your toolkit one by one. Okay, so this is something called Flicky, where you can actually generate, using your ideas, you can create stunning videos. You can give your script and convert it into videos. You can give articles and convert it into videos. You can also edit, you can record, all that you can do. Okay, so this is one. And also there is another site which is called InVideo. InVideo actually takes a bit of time to generate the video, but you can download, you can use it for your purpose. This is the other one. It's called InVideo AI. Just remind me of the tools that I've discussed. I'll send you the links in the group so you can try and explore. Okay. So this is the InVideo platform which you could use. Okay. Again, you sign in with your Google ID, whichever you are not using for your personal purpose. Sign in with that, and then try creating videos in InVideos and see. Okay. So it takes a little bit of time. So I was talking about this platform. You will tell me after I introduce this to you how you can use this in your purpose. It is a product by Google. It is free of cost. The premium version is there, but this works, the free version also works much better. So you see it's something called Create New. It's called Notebook LM. All right. And it takes me to a screen where I see something like this. It has got 3 areas. It has an area where I can bring in the resources. It has an area where I work, just like prompting. I can do prompting here. I can create podcast. I can create mind maps. I can create flashcards. I can create quizzes. I can create reports. I can create videos out of that. Now tell me a topic, and okay, I'll just show you something that I have because we don't have much time. I'll just show you how it works by having something. Yeah. When I was working with another group, they wanted me to try out something called butterfly metamorphosis, and I brought only one YouTube video, but I can bring in 50 resources here. Okay, I can bring in 50 resources here, and the resources can be of type PDF, it can be text, it can be audio. And I can bring any document from my Google Drive. I can bring a website. I can bring a YouTube link. I can bring a text here. So I can share 50 documents here. And based on that 50 documents, for example, based on this, I can actually try to create a mind map, or I can create an audio overview, or I can create flashcards out of this. So what is coming into your mind? For you guys, will Notebook LM come into picture in any area of your work? And if it is, what will it be? Can anyone tell me, like, for notebook LM, what would be you using for? This particular notebook I had created, I had brought in 4 documents. I can bring in 50 documents. Say, for example, Vivek, what is that you work with?
Like in engineering,
I know engineering, but what specifically?
I'm designing petrochemical plants.
So in that, do you need to work with different kinds of documents and generate something out of it?
Yes. So
What?
we have so many input documents and create some list of instruments, bill of
Yes.
materials.
So what you can do is you can try bringing those documents into Notebook LM. And you can try to play with that documents by asking it to, what is the output that you want. You can just type it out here and see if it generates for you.
Maybe from a training and coaching perspective, if I bring so many stories here,
yes,
like I keep 50 stories, which I like of different topics.
Okay.
And then maybe from that, I can ask to make a speech with reference to 2-3 key stories.
Yes, you can make a speech, you can make a podcast, you can create a video out of it. You can even ask, maybe you can take 2-3 stories and ask Notebook LM to connect it and give you a story based on your current scenario. Something that you're going to work, maybe your client requirement you have in mind, and you want to bring these stories into that aspect. So you can try that out also. For Anupama, when you are generating content based on something specific and you already have your resources, you can bring in the resources here and try to generate the entire workshop flow here. So
Like,
what happens? What is the
here,
benefit? Sorry?
yeah. So here it is like we are giving the source, and from that source, we
It
can
is generating the output. So it is the most reliable thing to work with because you are not taking output from random places. You're not taking input from random places. So, for example, Munira, you work with a lot of finance thing, right? So you can bring it here. You can ask it to give you a summary of all that document. You can ask it to give you some insights based on those documents. Generate 5 main key points from those documents, or what are some of the inferences from those documents. All that can be done using Google Notebook.
Like we are taking a class based on some book, then we can upload that book and then
Yes,
take
absolutely. You can bring that book's PDF. Now, when you're bringing a PDF of a size larger than 200, then you will have to trim the PDF and then bring it, split the PDF and bring the different parts of PDF here. You can bring YouTube videos. You can bring websites if you are interested of the same topic. If you have a website, you can bring those websites. Like you have TED Talks, right? Vivek, for example, storytelling. You have beautiful TED Talks.
Yep.
You can bring in those TED Talks here.
Okay.
And then you can play around with it.
That is by a link. Like the last one, you have given some link. So from YouTube, you have to bring a link or you have to download.
You have to bring a link. This is how you do. I go here. I say I have to bring a link, right? So I would say, one second.
Below it is Google Works. Sure.
Yeah. One second. I am going to YouTube link. So I will have to, let me see.
But we have to refer to the actual one which we are referring, like which we want to. It doesn't take anything random.
Yeah. I am right now just showing you how to bring the link. So I am just, I select the video that I want. Okay. And I copied the link. I came back to my notebook LM and I pasted my link and I said insert. So you see it's getting inserted here. Now based on this, I can ask any question here. So what I need to do is I would just uncheck everything else. I would select the one that I need. Like for example, you brought 50 stories. But for one instance, you're only working with say 5 stories or 10 stories. So you can uncheck the rest that you don't want and keep the one that you want. For example, I want just this one, and I want to give me key 5 points of this TED. Okay, so when I do this, it is only referring to the video that I have brought in, and it is giving me the content based on that video. All right.
So makes
Yeah.
training also very easy.
Yes. And I can actually create an audio based on this. And the best part is, I am not looking at random contents. I am looking at authentic, authorized, my content that I have given, and I'm trying to do that. Now, Notebook LM, they have different options of using different languages also. You can try that as well. Right now, it's generating an audio overview based on the video that I have selected. I can create a video overview also. I can create, when I say report, I can create something like a briefing document, a study guide. I can create a blog post. I can create a concept explainer. I can create something of all my own based on the same video I want to create. So you imagine the potential that it gives you. You know, I am introducing only the tool. How you are going to use these tools is totally up to you. Now, that is where your creativity should come in. When we say that AI takes a lot of creativity away from us, it is because we are not thinking. We are just giving a one-line prompt, taking what it gives and using it. And like 100 other people are using the same prompt and getting the same content and presenting the same thing. So how am I different from them? Right? For that, I have to give my inputs. I have to work with my experiences. Then my output will be very personalized. Nobody can figure out that, okay, this is coming from ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, Notebook. No. It feels like Shibi. It feels like Anupama. It feels like Morira. Right? You know, the content is very, very personal. So AI tools, there is a hazard, but there is also beauty because it saves a lot of time. It gives you immense information. It brainstorms with you. It gives you 100 options to think about. You can decide. You can take a final call. Right? So these are some of the things that I wanted to discuss with you. And there is also one more tool. Have you checked out Google Studio AI? Have you checked out that? Yes or no?
No. The app creation?
No. This is something that is generated by Google. And like the other day, Munira was saying that I find it difficult to, some formulas or something like that. I get stuck and I can't recollect. So what you can do, Munira, you can bring in that Excel sheet. You can share it with Google Studio and you can ask it that, tell me what to do here. You can actually ask it question based on your screen. So this is how it looks like. I'll just show you how it looks like. It's called Google Studio. This first one, okay? I click on this. And so it comes over here. So just like I can use everything because it's Google's product. I can use Nano Banana. I can use Gemini. I can use everything else. But the beauty is that I can actually use the stream and go live. Okay. I can talk to it. I can share the web camera. I can share my screen. So say if I am stuck at some place and I really don't know what to do, I can share my screen and ask the Google Studio that help me with this. I'm stuck at this particular point. I don't know how to get this data out of this sheet. So it actually prompts you, it gives you guidance and it tells you, okay, you try out this, go to this Excel sheet, put in this and try out this. So you can try out how this Google Studio can help you out.
Yeah.
I have given you the tool, but you will have to personalize it. You will have to see that how these tools are going to help you, how these tools are going to make your life easier, give you the time that you need. You don't spend a lot of time for a lot of mundane things. You like Vivek would like to pick up his camera and go take photographs everywhere and save those time. I would probably like to do something else. Rashmi would want to sit down to prepare a corporate session by not getting a burnout. So
Yeah.
you have all these tools. Now it is up to you how you get the best output out of it. Yes. Now you just like the first question that I asked you when I started, how are you feeling right now? No, you have to tell me, how are you feeling right now?
So many things to do.
Yeah, I know. So much to learn, so much to know.
So, but we remember the key rule. We remember the key rule saying that, okay, Shibi has shared, say, 10 things with me, but I'm going to just pick up one thing today.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to work with that. Okay. So that is what is important. You have to understand, where do you start? What is your goal? Why did you join this session? Okay. So you could actually get all these tools online also. But when someone tells you that these are possibilities, these are some of the things, somebody else has done a research for you and that person presented to you, then it's become very easier to connect. Okay, for me, I'm going to use this, and this, and see how I can make a presentation. So I know I'm not a tuition teacher, but I will give you an assignment. Try out any any tool that you wish to, and create anything, and then just share it in the group. It could be raw, whatever. It could be a video, it could be a workshop layout, it should be a whole workshop content. It could be yeah, I showed you the Tom and Jerry video, right? Anything that you are fascinated with today, and anything that will add value to you as a professional or as a person. And when you go out next time for that particular task, you're like more confident because you know that you're using AIs as a superpower toolkit, but you are the one who are presenting it. So there is a very human side of the whole thing because you are the most important person there. So I always remember, AI can do a lot of things, but it cannot be you. Okay. So it cannot bring in that warmth and that humanness that you have. So use AI to generate content and things like that. I think, except for a few tools, I tried to cover. Did I say WAN 2.2? Did I say that? Okay, that's a beautiful tool that I discovered for generating videos. Okay, it's called WAN 2.2 AI.
Generating what?
I'll just say 2.2 AI, WAN 2.2 AI. This is how it looks like. Okay, this one. The second one, it looks really beautiful. Okay, you can try that out also. So here you have 50 credit for login users. So you could just log in and then try out this to see whichever, try to give it a prompt and create a video out of it based on your context. Okay, like Rashmi can do some context or case study, a small snippet of your training, and create a video out of it. Anupama can create something based on your area. Vivek, you have quite a lot of interest, so you can try out something in that. But I have found there are a lot of other sites also, Flicky and all. I will share those into your chat box, your WhatsApp window, and you can try exploring a few other tools as well. But this one, I found the quality was good and I was able to download and things like that. But I did not explore it because I just discovered it 2 days back and I wanted to share it with you. So that's it. I think I've exceeded a lot of time, but 1 hour is actually nothing and still now I've only, scratched the surface. Each tool is again an ocean which we need to explore on our own and we need to try on. So thank you so much for joining and I hope this helped. I would like to take a picture before we all go off. So you can all smile and I will take a screenshot. So yes, any feedbacks that you would like to give, you're free to give.
Yeah, I would like to give. Like prompt engineering itself, giving prompt is like what gives the output like. So even though we were giving instructions, even the prompt can be engineered, means like generated like this. That was really a eye opener. And each and every tool, some I have used before, but then even ChatGPT itself, the Mission GPT, Meta, prompting GPT, and all will really help out. And Gemini, I don't use Gemini and Claude much. I was always relying on ChatGPT, but I will try using on
Yes.
other platforms as well.
Yes.
And definitely this was really good. I could learn more things, and I think my contents and everything will be upgraded now after using this AI. Yeah.
So I hope you don't forget your assignment. You're supposed to work on something. Yeah. Anybody
Definitely.
else? You would like to say something?
Yeah, Shibi, thank you so much. I'm so glad I just came across you. It was an absolute fluke way, but I'm glad I did. It like I said, I mean, I had not been exposed to a lot of things. So you've really helped. And this, yeah, you're right. You did all the research. Now it makes my life really easy to figure out what works best for me. So thank you so much for that.
Thank you so much. And I think Rashmi was the one who asked me for LinkedIn optimization and job searching. That's again another topic altogether, but I can share a few insights with you and you can try that out. You know, you all of us, I think, can try out our LinkedIn and optimize it to the maximum. Munira, you're there on LinkedIn?
Yes,
So please do reach out and remain
I
connected.
will.
Rashmi and
Sure.
Vivek, you've got anything to say?
Actually, for the past few days, I was stuck with, I was fed up with the ChatGPT because it was not giving the right thing which I was asking. I think I can explore meta prompting again and the Mission GPT. This will be my priority
Okay.
for the next week.
Good, good, good. So try out and see how it works for you. And then you can try out the other platforms also. Like try out the same thing in Claude, Perplexity. I didn't mention Perplexity, I think, right? That's again another something similar to your Gemini and Claude. So that's again a research backed up LLM, which you can actually depend on. So that can also be tried out. Yes, Vivek, finally, you.
Yes, it was a very good session. So if I had done studying all these myself, it would take weeks, right? So for me, I knew ChatGPT and Gemini, and I heard from others, and at work I have Copilot, but we don't use it very deeply. So we just do use them in surface level, like more on like searching only, just like a search engine. We are using that, not specifically for any task, so that I have to start using. So you give some inputs on how much it is capable, and then let's start using that. And this is a time where when we have to learn about AI, because everything is changing. There are a lot of projects happening on AI front with respect to work as well as the other applications what we see daily. So I think it's time to upgrade, learn, upskill, and then be AI literate. So this will help really.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you so much. So,
Thank
as
you.
Munira said, sorry, as Rashmi said, she's going to work on meta prompting and Mission GPT. What is one tool that Munira you would pick up to explore?
I think what you mentioned, I've made a list actually. See, my memory has become so rustic. Yeah, this Google Studio AI, I think I'll definitely try
I
that.
think that you can try out because you work a
Yeah,
lot on that thing,
yes,
your
yes,
data and things like that.
yeah,
I think
yeah,
you can start with that. Okay. What about
absolutely.
Anupama? Which one tool are you going to work with?
I want to explore the notebook LM actually, because I saw a few things which was interesting. So
Okay.
I would be exploring that more.
Yeah.
And in this Google Studio, I have seen like we can build also, right?
The agents are there, but I think it's a premium thing where you can build something. All these custom agents can be built when you actually subscribe to the premium version of that particular
Okay.
platform. Otherwise, it gives you a rough, like how we saw in Claude, we saw dashboard. But if we want to further build on it, we'll have to get a premium version of it.
Premium version on it.
Right.
Okay.
But a small, and what do you say, a jugaad kind of thing you can do right now. But if you really want, you're very serious about something fully fledged, functional agents that you want to build on, then you'll have to subscribe to the AI tools.
Yeah, I do resume writing, so I was planning like if I can build something for
You
that.
can actually create a gem in Gemini for resume writing.
Okay.
Or you can create using Mission GPT. You can train it to create resumes.
Yeah, that's it. Today, Mission GPT, I'll be definitely working upon. Yeah.
So Vivek, which one are you going to go with first?
Mostly I'll take Gamma. I have a couple of topics in mind to make a webinar kind of PPT, so I'll try with that.
Oh, best. Please use my link. I'll get 200 points. You'll get 600 points.
Yes.
So the way forward is collaboration. So we help each other, and then you refer to every other friend that you know, so that they get 200. You get 200 points and they get 600 points.
Yes.
And that's how it works pretty much. So thank you so much. Anything that you wish to ask me, you can. I'll keep that group for a week's time. So you can just put it in there, except for Rashmi and Munira, Vivek and Anupama and me are connected. So, and you can personally put also, even if the group is not there, if you want to ask me something, you can always reach out and check out with me. If it's
You'll
something
share
that
this
I know,
recording, right? Today's recording, you'll share
I
it?
will share. I will share the
Yeah, just as a good place to go
Yeah, you
back
can
to.
just revisit it.
Yeah.
So thank you and good night.
Okay,
Thank
thank
you
you.
so much.
Good
Good
night.
night, everyone.
Bye.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Shibi. Good night, Vivek.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye.
And all.